Hey folks, it's Rob with Cherry City Woodworks, and I want to start off today's video by just thanking those of you who have decided to subscribe to my channel. Your support means the world to me, and we've got a lot of really neat stuff coming your way. And today's video, it's going to be a turning project, and we're going to be turning this. This is a really neat piece of maple. It's got a lot of spalting in it, and some bark inclusions and some neat character things in there. And we're going to turn this into a platter. Stick around. Okay. We've gone ahead and found center, and unfortunately my little circle marking jig is just too small for this. I really want to be able to maximize the size of this piece, so I kind of had to rig something up. And this is just marking the circle so we can cut it on the bandsaw. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll at least get us close to start out. Alright, that's pretty good. Go ahead and get that cut out. Alright, there we go. Big old circle to get us started. Now we're going to get the center of the bowl blank drilled out so we can mount it on the lathe. There we go. During the turning portion of the video, I'm wearing a face shield and a dust mask for protection. And since I don't like to sound like the teacher off of Charlie Brown, I decided to go ahead and cover any explanations with voiceover. So to start off, we drill a hole in the bowl blank because the bowl blank is threaded onto a rod that is mounted in my 4-jaw chuck. That allows the bowl blank to spin while not being between centers. And so the bottom of the bowl is facing out, and we begin by turning the bottom of the bowl. In this clip, you'll see me turning a small groove into the bottom of the bowl. The purpose of this groove is so that I can flip the bowl around and grip it in my 4-jaw chuck. Now it works either in expansion mode or contraction mode. Either way, I have to have some type of groove or a mortise to put that 4-jaw chuck into to be able to hold the bottom of the bowl to the headstock so I can hollow it out. Here I'm just going through and doing a quick sanding on the bottom of the bowl with my random orbit sander before I get it turned around in my chuck. Here I'm using a Forstner bit. One, it gets the hollowing out started, but also acts as a depth gauge so I know how deep to go. I've measured the depth that I want to go and marked it on that Forstner bit. Oh, that's pretty close. You can see the center of my my little foot here that my jaw held on to was a little bit hollow, so I didn't get my brand all the way down in there, which is rather disappointing, but it'll be okay. Just some Danish oil. Danish oil is really great for soaking in and bringing out the grain. And there we go, folks. I'll tell you, it was a really difficult bowl to turn. Spalting is basically a form of rot, and most of the spalting was on one side of the bowl, so it created density inconsistencies, which just meant I couldn't turn my RPMs up at all because it was out of balance. So I had to turn it very, very slowly. It was very much what you call punky wood, so the grain was tearing and whatnot. It required a ridiculous amount of sanding. But the end product, I think, is absolutely worth it. Let's take a closer look here. You can see, along with all that spalting in there, there's also a tremendous amount of curl. All these striations going this direction, that's all just curly grain. And I think it turned out rather neat. I'm a little bummed about my branding there. It's my first piece I've actually branded as a finished piece. But my little tenon here apparently was a little bit hollow in the center, or just a little bit lower, so I wasn't able to quite get it burned, which bums me out. But it's the first time I've tried it on a piece that wasn't like a piece of plywood, that was just absolutely dead flat. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's a neat looking bowl. Not sure what we're going to do with it, but I think it's pretty neat looking. If you are looking for something else to watch this video right here. And if you have time and you don't mind, please like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you can see my next video. Thanks a lot, folks. Bye-bye.